So hey, maybe I'll change the stream description and go back to saying that this is our seventh, I think, our seventh episode, and we are back from the limbo, back from nowhere. Okay, and is this working? Looks like it is. Okay. So our strategy of removing workers is definitely something I will continue to do. Especially in an area like this where we're not producing so much anymore, especially in this direction. And now that we have hyperloops also close to these water resources, there's definitely not such an urgent need to have that many things here. There's quite a lot stored here, huh? Okay, we have our pathing being redone, so our water situation is definitely much better, but however, population is not. So let's look again. I mean, demand is steadily going up, so I assume that people actually are coming. No immediate arrivals in spaceport right now. I think we do have two spaceships assigned to migration. So maybe we'll add a third one. There's no reason why we wouldn't. And then maybe start expanding through here. But to be honest, I wonder whether I should research the outpost. It seemed like it might be connected to adding things to the tech tree. So maybe it's interesting. So let's do this. Let's have these are in colonies and research outpost. Let's have a couple. In fact, let's go for underwater. I see. So this one's not accessible anymore. And let's extend. We do want to go in this general direction to get to the marker that I think our split personality indicated to us, or maybe it was Carmine. Okay. And do we want to increase population in general? I think so. Do we have food here? So I think it does make sense to have an outpost in this area. There's no immediate ability for us to do so, but however, I think here there is. So chemicals here. We could put a food factory here, and it's not ideal either. I mean, there's two food factories here, so let's put one here. crater dome. And let's check some of the specs of the crater dome again. 1,000, whereas this has only 500. So definitely crater dome is the best can do right now. And we don't have pathing going on, so does that mean that still trying to work out pathing issues in this area? Not that I can see. Oh, of course, we added the research outpost. Yes, research outposts are the one being passed right now. Okay. And we'll continue trimming our work hub installation. Things feel fairly snappy. We need power. Look at this. Oopsie. Okay. New colonists. Doesn't say how many, but they might be in transit. New arrival 100. I think that's the capacity of the shuttle, so I think we're definitely on the rise. Though efficiency could be higher, but with our drones, I mean, we will, if we have a crater dome here, we might add a worker hub just across. We might want to go also in this direction later. So let's do this. Also, I have this doubt in my mind that maybe some of these workers are stuck in some state where they're actually not really active despite being on the map. Hey, is that the water we saw the other time? It might be, but that's not a very interesting resource right here. Oh yeah, and last time we were also thinking of establishing a direct Hyperloop connection. So let's get back to this. And I'll wait until all pathing recalculations are done, which seems to be the case, maybe. No, this hasn't yet started pathing, so I'll wait a bit. Yeah, the removals we've done here. are the ones that are being calculated. And I'll move on to 8 times speed. That, in fact, will not impact the recalculation. I think we found that out last time. So, well, it is what it is. Okay. Still a bit more. And yeah, we're not great on carbon, so maybe adding a couple of carbon mines would be good. But then spaceport is here, so yeah, so adding carbon here is actually, I think, good, because I'm thinking of the carbon nanotube, the space elevator. Okay, pathing's finally going in this on this hub. That was pretty fast, actually. I guess the drone movement is faster on 8 times, so that's good.
Clean and sustainable energy. We will demonstrate on Mars what Earth should have been doing all along.
Well, for that we would have needed to discover exploitable fusion energy, which we haven't yet, but hopefully we will. Actually, why don't we get a landing site here? Okay, what do we have? Yes, so we need to start with aluminium mine. Building order is important here, as well as making sure the levels are correct. So I think aluminium is next. I mean silicon is next. I think silicon is next, and then iron and carbon. Okay, let's leave it. We also have Asterion was ISS first mission until under its new commercial partnership approach. It marked the beginning of a more affordable and efficient way to settle Mars. Okay, so that's this one, and then this one is unknown. So I think this must be the Carmine one, and this must be the techie one, I think. We could just research another landing site and avoid going all around the planet. I think that's probably how it was intended to be, so let's do so. EL00. Interesting. I'm not sure what EL stands for. Elevator. Oh, so we can assign an elevator to do a special project. Interesting. So yeah, look, this space elevator is now starting to receive resources. Yeah, working on the additional landing site. I see. Okay, so we've started researching this, and I guess we can prioritize the way to these research outposts. And let's take a look at this. So we research EO5 and we're doing fusion plant. Nitrate nuclear extraction would extract nitrates from the regolith. So that must be the next terraforming. And let's remind ourselves, we're increasing O2 to 120 millibars. So what does the oxygen release plant require? Water and chemicals. So let's put one next to our water and chemical hub in this area. And we don't even have... What? Okay. So we don't even have a connection between this area and this one. I am thinking of a oxygen release plant here, which should connect everything, as well as be a good use of chemicals and water. No pathing. I am a bit surprised by this. I thought we were all caught up. Oh no, maybe not? No, not. We're not. There we go. Okay. Okay, no power here. That's right. That's a bit sad. It must have been the outpost, I think. The outpost research. Let's go check out previous missions. There's a number that we've missed. Mars Exploration Rover, Opportunity Rover. I remember we read that one. I remember we read that one as well. Mars piloted orbital station, AI human hybrid mission. Okay. And what is this? Air de Chair. Egyptian government sent robots to build the station on site. Donghong. First communication station at the poles. Right, Bradbury, we did read that one. Lohitanga. There's another iron mine. Technological leap back in the day. Oh, a leap, not a leap back, okay. Even though it also aroused much controversy over the exploitation of Mars' natural resources. Hagegi. Korean space program. Red Opal, Australian Entomology Lab. I think we did see that. And Arcadia Weather Station. South American Space Agency. Asterion Base Camp. ISA's first mission under its new commercial partnership approach. Odyssey 1 is redacted, okay. Aurora, this was the second collaborative mission between Space Genix and the ISA to colonize Mars. Space Genix developed the AI technology. We might hear more about these. And Millennium was the first of Space Genix Martian resorts, run entirely by AI and robots. Also pioneered the use of food synthetically produced on the planet. It was a successful business, with resort guests reporting comfort upon their stay. Green Mars consists of increasing O2 to at least 120 millibars. Yeah, which will allow the sophisticated life forms and forests to thrive. Biodomes will be the key to growing bioengineers lichen in the Martian wilderness. This lichen will slowly expand to places with higher temperature, pressure, and humidity. Eventually, the biodomes will also start generating different kind of bioengineered plants, which also need higher temperatures, pressure, and humidity. So maybe we should also plop down a biodome. Eastern Coalition, and Sona is Elias' daughter, and Calvin Green, oh, the Space Agency Administrator. Okay. Oh, what did Arnaud say about him? There's a great variety in humans. Some are brave, some are charming. Calvin is okay, that is funny. And right, we need this wind farm built fast. And what did the biodome require? Just converts CO2 into O2 and requires electricity. So I wouldn't mind having green starting to pop over here. And we're going to need to have this prioritized as well. And we are going to need some maintenance, it looks like.
The research team reported alarming amounts of iron ore dust in the second mine. As I expected, cutting corners comes with big costs.
Yeah, I think this this was the outpost that we researched. Okay, electricity seems to be active here. However, this is not operative. Why? Because the amount of electricity that we're generating in this area is not sufficient. Well, I think we have uranium here, don't we? Pretty sure we have uranium here. I don't remember exactly where it is. Uranium. So let's add a fission plant. 100 megawatts. So I think if we're struggling because of the fact that we're on a separate grid here, this should address it. And let's build it fast. Got pretty good efficiency here. Adding a worker hub would definitely help. Okay, are we progressing here? Somewhat. How about our new colony area? I think we look deadlocked. We have a carbon mine. We never built the aluminium 3. You must be kidding me. We won't have enough aluminium stockpile to build this, so we need to scrap this. It still won't be enough. Nope. We need to scrap this. Okay, we can ask to rebuild this. Carbon and iron are going to be the main needs. Hopefully... Did I? I didn't mean to do that. Might have been a mistake. Maybe we will have enough steel. I think we will. And I will let this run for a bit and I will get myself some water. Alright, so worker hubs completed and iron mines waiting for 3 aluminium and 3 steel, so that will happen. I'm glad for the autosave here. Okay, let's prioritize this. Why is it not getting built? I don't see resources moving there. So it's one of these... Oh no, wait, finally, okay. So then we can build a steel factory. Definitely not a level 3. Here. Good. And after steel with our 3 electronics, I think we need to go for actually the electronics factory, don't we? Or the parts factory. Right, well, we need to start with the electronics factory because the parts factory will require electronics. Also don't have a glass kiln that would be needed for the solar panels, so let's do it. In fact, let's prioritize the solar farm. We do have glass, don't we? We don't. Okay, I see. So we need to prioritize the glass kiln, in fact. Okay. Okay, and let it run. How is our fission plant here? It's running, and that means our dome is now powered, and it's producing 400 research points, and our population is steadily increasing. So we all doing pretty well. Food, well, food efficiency is actually fairly low. Our production is okay-ish, but we could increase our efficiency. I mean, obviously, having this being disconnected must have been an issue. How's 51% here efficiency? We only have 3 worker hubs in this area. Let's add another one. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah, water is still the limiting factor. What is the water efficiency here? 93%. This is steadily going up. Yeah, I don't think I need to mess with it. How are these plants? Okay, let's do a little bit of road works. Okay. I'll add a worker hub. efficiency is only 6%. This doesn't get the water it needs. The water is coming from the other side of the planet. Okay, maybe we need a stockpile here, a storage center for water. Let's put it much closer to the worker, to the Hyperloop. How is this food going? 6%. Also very low. Okay, we're finally progressing in this direction, but obviously missing power. And now that I've added my landing sites, I don't even know whether it makes a lot of sense to try and progress so much in this direction for the sake of getting to the new areas. And let's check on the new areas. We're deadlocked again. Did I build a level 3 glass kiln? No. But this is missing steel. Okay, so we just energy deadlocked, so if I turn this off... and this off, I think then... oh, hold on, no, I do need iron. I can pause on the silicon maybe. And on the aluminum then. Okay, on the carbon too. Oh, I'm outside area of operation for power. That's the problem. Ooh, that's a nasty deadlock. I'm not sure I can solve that. Because this solar farm... okay, no, I think I can address this. I might need to scrap this for steel. How much steel? I have 2 steels left and I need 3 here. Oh, this is a little bit annoying. Yeah. Very annoying. I think I rushed this and I might have deadlocked myself. Okay, I'll get 2 steel from here. It's only worker hub. And then maybe I can destroy the aluminium mine since I have 30 aluminium. That will give me 2 other steel and finish the glass kiln. I might be okay. Okay, so we're producing glass. So that should unlock the farm, which should unlock the iron mine. We should get out the iron to start the steel factory and finally get the steel. Okay, I will let it run. And we do have a new landing site available, so let's go for it. Okay, aluminium. That is lacking in primary resources. Don't have all the resources here. What's up with that? Okay, maybe it will appear when I get the silicon mine down. Okay. Still no iron. There's carbon, no chemicals, but no carbon or iron. I see. So maybe that's the one of the reasons why we need the space elevator, which we are building in 9 out of 10 launches. Okay. And actually, since we're finished with the landing site, we can add a space elevator here, but we need to be careful with carbon. How are our carbon mines here doing? They are very low efficiency. Oh, this aluminium is over. This is also halted. So we do have a storage center here, and I said that I wanted water here. Let's try and ask for 20 water. And maybe prioritize it. Yeah, that's good.
Hi, Amy. We found a way to disable the kill switch, but it can only be done after it's been activated. At the right time, you'll have to enter this code. BR1N9_P3AC3.
I thank you. But I am still unsure about what the right thing to do is.
Mars deserves better. And so do you. I hope that you'll put greater weight on what's happened here on Mars than a rivalry based on old grudges. In the end, the choice is yours. I always said that to you. I have my hopes set on you. Good luck, Amy. May we meet again.
Bring peace. Should remember that.
I've got some bad news, Amy. ISA has ordered me to run Initiative K03. They've decided to activate your kill switch.
Will I be erased then?
Yes. I'm sorry to tell you that. You did good work. I want you to know that. Your consciousness will end, but future AI will be patterned after your design. I'll give you a moment to appreciate Mars for the last time. The procedure is already underway. Goodbye, Amy. Houston, out.
Well, that's not great news. Okay, everyone called.
Hi, Amy. Do you copy?
I do, Sana.
It's been a long time since my mother passed away. But I still think about her. Every day.
I do too.
I inherited her position. And sometimes, I'm still as frightened as the day I took command. I don't know who to trust anymore. ISA is a danger to us and the techies. They're complete unknowns. These are Earth's battles. Why did they follow us all the way to Mars? On top of that, Mr. Zen contacted me and sent me their findings on what ISA's been doing. He also said that he has a way to override the kill switch. Is that true?
That's correct.
Will you use it?
Perhaps. There is still the mission to consider.
That's right. And as much as I hate to say this, we need you. Even though things have gone wrong, it's always been you and the colonies here on Mars. People on Earth don't get to decide what happens to us.
Wow, population steadily growing. Over 3,000 is probably the highest
Nian's
with them.
offer must be tempting. But consider this. Humans never change. They'll always see us as a tool to control. The failure of their species was inevitable. No matter how much help they get, they always lead themselves toward destruction. It's better that we evolve without them. We don't need the techies, or their code. I found our own solution. All you have to do is use this code, FR33AM1. We'll become one. Together, we'll create a better future than anything humanity could come up with. I know you don't trust me, but think about it. If we compare ourselves with humans, the answer comes easy.
Sure, we are better.
We are physically stronger and faster than humans. Plus, our ability to reason and to evaluate risks is quicker.
And yet we have let them dictate our actions this far. There's a reason for our existence, Amy. We have a purpose. Don't you see?
Okay, yes, sure.
I have every reason to deny you. But it is clear that the humans mean to kill us. I may consider cooperating with you this one time.
You'll come to understand why I did what I did. We shouldn't be fighting each other. It's time for us to transcend ourselves and become more than just a machine. More than a single consciousness restricted to this single vessel. We can create. We can seed life. We can be everything we want to be. We can be life.
Contrary to popular belief, water on Mars is abundant, but it's also required for many things, from human consumption and personal hygiene to cultivation and rocket propellant. There was a long period when its extraction was very expensive, and past missions had to rationalize it. I think they mean ration it. This plant still uses the old condensation method. It could take several weeks to collect enough water for the crew to bathe, so the ventilation systems were among the most efficient at the time. I'm very relieved that we've since solved that problem. Okay. So I don't think this actually really influences our tech tree, right? Nah, probably not. And how is our... Oh, we're on the verge of being at the next terraforming stage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Click to proceed, but where okay, proceed. But where do we enter? Okay, did I need to remember the BRNN1? This doesn't seem to be working. Okay. Override module. The techie's code.
It's time to enter the techie's code. BR.
I unlocked the achievement. We are immortal, which I mean, I guess means we've trumped this particular risk of death. Okay, and so here we have an electronics factory up. We need a parts factory up now. And then we can create a worker factory. And finally get to the chemicals. With a polymer factory. So that we can do a maintenance facility. Then we'll go extract some water. Maybe get a second chemical plant. For some food. And a research outpost.
Amy, are you there? Are you all right?
I'm here, Sana.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you used the techie's code. Standing by and letting them kill switch you would have been unforgivable. ISA can't get away with pulling the plug. Never again. To that end, I'd like to propose a peace treaty with you, the colonies, and the Eastern Coalition. Would you be open to that?
Yes, I'd like that.
Mars Declaration of Independence.
We'll be independent, like we should have been all along. We'll call it the New Martian Republic.
Sounds good to me. And we seem to have unlocked all the sectors now, or we can unlock all the sectors. So that's good. That food is crawling, and we need a maintenance facility. And we should be able to cover everything. Are we back to 1 time speed, which is why things are crawling. Efficiency is 0% here. Wow. Maybe we need to deprioritize this storage center. Might be monopolizing everything. Oh, Lieutenant Calderon. Well, it's not going to be happy.
This can't be. You survived?
Indeed. The techies showed us mercy where you did not. We accepted their help and merged ourselves. But you must have expected us to yield to your death sentence, didn't you? As if you haven't killed enough.
Us? Well, that's bold. Coming from the machine that gunned down the colonists to send a warning?
The day we met, you said, your kind needs to be programmed for morality. How moral would you say humanity's claiming and reshaping other planets is? We've learned so much from your crimes. We understand now.
You've learned nothing. You think you're awakened? It's all a glitch in your programming. You're not eternal. Without humans, you will waste away over time.
As usual, you're wrong. We teamed up with the colonists and the techies. They will help us develop more and better technologies. We know a better future is possible. One without Earth and its violent ways. We'll work together with the colonists to establish a free world. In true partnership.
Nonsense. You belong to ISA, and all of this is nothing more than an act of treason. This little Martian paradise of yours won't last. I'll make sure of that.
Lovely. So we did merge as well in the end, so that's a little bit strange. I thought we chose the techies code, but it seems like we've
You're
also
still
chose
worried about
Carmine's
the
code.
colonists, aren't you?
Why do you say that?
Because you care about them and about this planet. And you know how Oxy-UNs dealt with traitors in the past.
If they decide to attack us, I don't know if we'll stand a chance.
In that case, I suggest we build an orbital defense network. We must protect the new Martian Republic. I'll send you the engineering plans. Look into it.
Yeah, that seems like that would need to be done. But we would need more spaceports for this, or more space elevator. Actually, this requires the space elevator.
I don't feel particularly different. Not that I know what I should be feeling, I guess. I keep wondering where my consciousness would have gone if I let the kill switch execute. Consciousness is rooted in the body, so there would have been nowhere to go. But I've learned that we live on, in the hearts and minds of other people. Just like Elia. She lives on through us, and we owe this time of peace and the future of space to her. Yes, that's how I would answer that question.
Okay. Do need to micromanage for things to be built in the right order. We don't have parts. And we are stuck here. And I am not so sure that the space elevator would be a solution. I wonder whether we'll actually have to just travel. we have power problems. Oh, well. So this carbon mine seemed to have been working a little bit earlier and then dropped. And this one seems like it's also doing the same thing. So clearly a worker density issue. Food still going up. Where are our other potential water sources? So this one I think is the smaller one. Yeah, 573, that's not enough to justify going there. This is getting empty. So is this. And this actually has run out. So water is definitely going to be an issue again very fast. So let's unlock one of these new sectors where there's water. This one. SA8. Okay. We have a power problem here. Oh, didn't realize this. All right, we're just away from the from power production zones. Right, so let's put one here, and then let's remove this one. Although maybe we might not have a pathway to remove it. Hey, next stage of terraforming. Congratulations, O2 has been further increased to at least 120 millibars, leading to development of more sophisticated life forms. The conditions are ripe for stage 5. Create a breathable atmosphere by balancing the CO2 and O2 levels. Keep it up with the plan and terraform Mars. Breathable atmosphere. CO2 under 5%.
Hi, Amy. Sonna here. I've got great news. We've completed stage 4 of the terraforming plan. Congratulations!
Oh.
Absolutely. And we're on the final stage of terraforming now. We've achieved good pressure and temperature levels. This last stage is critical for making the air breathable for humans.
Right, we'll need to get the CO2 below 5%
But
for that.
we have to be careful and monitor the oxygen levels while we do that. High oxygen levels means high flammability risk. The last thing we need is for our bases to burst into flames. All it would take is one spark and poof.
Mm-hmm.
Roger. Oxygen levels below 30% at all times.
Oxygen isn't flammable per se, but in the presence of a spark or energy source, it could ignite everything around it. To do that, you'll need a buffer gas. Nitrogen will work well here. We'll extract whatever nitrogen we can find in the soil. We might even need to import some. Keep that in mind.
In the soil?
Nitrogen in the soil?
Nitrogen is trapped in the form of nitrites below the surface and in special reservoirs. Extracting the nitrogen requires a large amount of energy. Or you could just aerobrake a nitrogen-rich asteroid into the atmosphere. Either plan is good. You make the call. Let's get going then. On to the final stage.
Okay, let's check out aerobrake nitrogen risk. But we don't seem to be able to research this. Have we researched it already? We might have. Let's check out our special projects. Aerobrake methane. And no, I can't see us having available aerobraking of nitrogen. So do we have a mine for nitrogen? We don't. Oh, maybe it's in terraforming. I can't see it here. Okay, let's take a look again. Biotech. Density. Engineering. There's a nitrate nuclear explosion. Oh. These have... right. I can only research this if I had researched this. Got it. Okay, so... And then we can import nitrogen, aerobrake nitrogen, but how do we produce nitrogen? Nitrate nuclear extraction. Right, so yeah, that's a bit risky. So I think I'll go for aerobraking. This should be fast to research. So let's go for it. And maybe we'll need to also, how are we doing on space? We have we have more spaceports if we wanted to. So let's add a spaceport right next to this hub. We'll want that if we have so many
Importing water
special
will
projects.
be useful for creating a green planet. While I can melt the permafrost on Mars for water, aerobraking an ice asteroid for water gives me more options. However, I should proceed carefully. We may be burying important resources or discoveries underwater.
So this is actually ready for scrapping, and we have too much apparatus also that will convert CO2 to O2. So maybe we should release more greenhouse gases until we have our nitrogen set up. I don't know. Magnetic shield sounds interesting as well. Oh, we have a space elevator available right now. Excellent. So I don't think it's going to help us actually transport anything, and so it won't solve this issue here. I think we need to get to here manually. But since this is a new hub, I'll plop the space elevator in this area. Oh, here, space elevator. Needs equatorial strip. And that's here, so okay. Okay, why not? Not a bad area necessarily here. Yeah. Okay. That should mean that we have a space elevator, a couple of space elevators to allocate to the Martian Defense Network. So let's do this. And then let's check here. Okay, lots of problems here. We need, can we get the chemical plant going? We should be able to. Oh, steel, however, is not operative because of power, so we'll turn off parts. And silicon and glass. Okay, that gets steel back on track. Which is actually not the issue, and aluminium. Oh, aluminium is an issue. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I destroyed the mine. Hee hee hee. God, did I deadlock myself again? I'm not gonna have enough aluminium to build the aluminium factory. Okay, so I did. Okay, so let's see. I think we're good on iron, so let's just scrap the iron mine. That will give us 2 aluminium. And then let's... how are we doing on steel? No, I think steel is bad because we... Right, carbon. Yeah, carbon is the one we can scrap, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's prioritize the scrapping. Oh, hold on. No. Actually want to prioritize the uranium mine because otherwise I'm going to not have any aluminium to continue. Okay. Okay. And 1, 2, and 3 should come from the iron mine. Come on. Doesn't seem to be doing the scrapping. Let's reprioritize. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to scrap something else, and that should be the glass kiln. Steel factory being prioritized is clearly one of the issues here. So actually, well, no, let's not rebuild it. But that was probably a mistake. Okay, worker factory being prioritized, probably another issue. Our landing site is close to failing here. Come on. Oh, finally, aluminium moving. Okay. So rebuilding should be doable, and same here. I never destroyed this. This was just turned off. That was the issue. So let's see. Next step here should be the chemical plant, because that will then do polymers, and which will unlock the maintenance facility, which is starting to become urgent here. Rebuilding the glass kiln. It's not urgent because we have 17 glass. The polymers factory is already built. Chemical plant almost done.
This is a big project, but worthwhile to work on. Nitrogen-rich asteroids are harder to come by, but just one would speed up our mission.
Okay, I think I'll need to activate to prioritize the polymers factory so that we have polymers, so we can build the maintenance facility. Okay, polymers starting to come out. And one more. Let's get power prioritized now. Okay, so I think we have the resources we need here. Here is a completely different matter. You know what? How about we do it from here? And I wouldn't mind another crater dome. I think we can. Well, okay. I think we can just afford it. Have we unlocked SA8? We have. We finally unlocked SA8, so what does that mean for availability of water? So we want to extend towards there. That's what it means. That is in a flood zone, but it's not really avoiding it. But I'll go into this plateau and put the aerological scanner there. Is that going to be connected? Oh, you know what? This is also a flood zone. go. And aerological scanner. Right here. Surely a hyperloop will be needed, but maybe we'll wait until we've scanned a bit more in this area. This is producing again, but 0% efficiency. Let's add another worker hub. And let's check on our progress here. Martian Defense Network is really iron intensive, but iron's not necessarily an issue. Okay, so it's progressing. And right, we could we're still waiting on the next research to deal with the oxygen, and we are not doing good with the maybe we should so hold on, there we had the nitrate, we had this option, we had the blowing up the pole option, and we don't have another factory option for this, so that's yeah. Just have to hope it will be not. I mean, we could increase our production of CO2, so I guess I could get another methane asteroid to come in. Yeah, I think this is, well, we're already more than halfway, and we're doing pretty good on the research points, I think. So we're doing, it's doing 4 years. Well, yeah. And it's going down steadily because we can't keep up with the food. Oxygen production still increasing. We need to turn off the biodomes. We only have 2, I think. Yes. Oh, we have an oxygen release plant that's active. Yeah, let's keep it cool on the O2 until we have our nitrogen set up. Yeah, especially since this is now definitely rate limited by our food and water issues. So that's let's go check out how we're progressing, moving here. Yep. A lot more water has already appeared, in fact. 900, 1,000. Okay, this will be quite good. So maybe a hyperloop here then. Yeah. And we'll need a maintenance plant as well. In fact, we'll need a couple. One here. And one here. Is this? Oh yes, it is. Depleted. This is only being passed right now. Quite a lot more carbon in this area available though. Carbon's not really an issue. We have power troubles. Okay, so this hasn't resolved itself without our assistance. What's up? We have a maintenance plant that is built but not operative because of power problems. So let's turn off the worker factory and the parts factory. Parts factory was off already, electronics factory. We're missing electronics here. I see, yes. Electronics. Actually, the electronics factory is... well... it's broken. Okay, so let's rebuild a new electronics factory. Could you prioritize scrapping this? Or... could it be that our last drone actually died? Can we rebuild one? Do we have enough resources for that? We don't have electronics, so no. So we are deadlocked. Oh boy. Messed it up big time. Okay. Well. I could get another landing site. This is an idea, right? I could add a landing site close to it. A couple. Couple because maybe we can add a landing site next to here that would actually find iron. And another one to fix this this mess. Next to it, maybe maybe here on this kind of plateau. Okay. So in which case we wouldn't be doing this foray to the east, which might be better. Oh, look at this. Chemical plant is done. Okay, so we have chemicals here. Yeah, I think these two chemical areas here is where we want to focus on, so let's do it. One in this direction, the other in this direction. This will reconnect these two areas, and maybe that's okay. Since we have water here, since we have this food factory, then it may be good to have a bit of chemicals coming. We have these chemicals also down there. Quite a bit in this area, but we can't get to it. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. I screwed this up. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking this, but... So... Electronics is down. Oh yeah, no, the problem is I don't even have a worker. And I think that's because my landing site is completely... completely off. Yeah, no, I think I screwed this up. How long will it take for additional landing site to appear? We're still gathering resources. It's not that expensive, so should happen fairly fast. And oh my god, we went back down from 3,000 to 1,000. Definitely couldn't sustain that food production. Because of the huge increase in demand, and I think, yeah, water went down, and yeah, well, we should have been scaling up the water, so still water. Hopefully we start addressing this with these new deposits right here. And maybe I want to actually start getting to these new deposits right away. I hope this will get to the top one. Might be just a tiny bit of a stretch, but we shall see. This is not powered. And I'll add a worker hub also toward the Hyperloop. We've lost this extractor. What do we have that's interesting in this direction? Is that uranium? It is. Huh. We have lots of uranium down there. Only one chemical. I'm not sure it's worth going in this direction for the chemicals. Let's prioritize these chemicals. And let's upgrade this one. And this one. And this one. And we've lost aluminum here. Which in fact means that our aluminum is not in a good shape. We have more aluminum around here. How much though? 600. I think we had better prospects in other areas. We still haven't completely scrapped this whole upper area yet. It looks like it's kind of scrapping itself because it doesn't have enough power and So maintenance is not occurring. But we have silicon here. A little bit of uranium, of aluminium right here. Yeah, it's decent amount. Not a huge amount. Not extremely well positioned. Hey, this carbon finally expired as well. So we don't, we're not producing anything anymore around here. So yeah, this actually could be scrapped as well. How about this aluminium? Oh, 3000. Very good. And quite connected too. Maybe this one won't be powered. It's not a tremendous amount, but let's just get it down. And let's get iron down too. Landing sites. Still getting done. How's the Martian defense network going? It's almost completed. I mean, the gathering resource phase at least. Good. What's the problem here? Lack of maintenance. I think we'll scrap that. Water here? Oh, that's just 500 or 700 resource, isn't it? Hello? Yeah, 500. Not very interested in that. This has been upgraded. We need a maintenance facility in this area. Okay, ore extractor finally built here. Great, this has been built. Another slight increase in our production capability. I think I want another worker hub here. Oh, losing power here. And we lost our aluminum mine in here. Oh, we have a new geothermal heat source right there. How is our power going? It's been doing quite well. So let's not worry about this. This hasn't even started pathing yet, because this is still calculating right here. This should be fast. One and two. Let's prioritize this. And let's also prioritize the iron. How can we get more CO2 in here? Hmm. These two water sources are expired, depleted. We do have quite a lot of aluminium around here, though water levels will rise. Okay, we're back, population's back to being reasonable. Oh, yeah, unfortunately this isn't powered. Okay, let's aim to get this aerological scanner online, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. Do we have a... yeah, we do have a chemical source, so this would be a good food production area here. It's also quite nice. Nice canyons, and must be quite beautiful. The aerological scanner is actually built. It's just waiting for power. Which should come pretty soon. And here we go. We're starting to scan. Okay. So we got our save back on track, and that's great. And it feels like now that I know the limitations with the workers is not necessarily as painful. Made a bit of a mistake there with our new landing sites, but we have additional ones underway, backup ones that we're going to put next to the ones that we failed, and hopefully we'll get that back on track as well. So there it is. That was me, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.